right, we are live. Welcome, folks.
Oh, that looks so. Hold on, I gotta do one thing real quick before we start, just so I don't double audio this son of a bitch. There we go. There we go.
We got some Kamehamehas in the chat calling us nerds, and Brandon says hi. Welcome, everybody, to the show. We are live on, I think, 4 different platforms right now. I'll get there.
Yeah, we're live on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. We are knocking it out. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube.
Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? Isn't that the exact thing I said?
I don't know. For some reason, it felt like you were missing one.
No. One of us is up on their shit, dead man.
One
of us knows what. Somebody knows what we're supposed to do.
Get there, Wanda. Welcome to the show.
It's amazing. We are finally podcasting professionals here. We finally have our lives figured out to where we're able to. What? Lives not eligible for. What? Eat my whole ass.
What happened?
Oh, we got. So apparently, content. No, it doesn't. So. Funny thing is, we just got hit with a community strike because apparently the content that I am broadcasting right now is not ours.
Our content isn't ours.
That's the exact.
Well, who the fuck stole our content?
That's what I wondered.
That's my content situation. People are uploading my video with no commentary.
My content situation isn't working. They're attacking my family. They're attacking my family is what they're doing, dead man. They're trying to.
You know that son of a bitch ever fucking mentions us, I'm gonna rip into him. I am gonna annihilate him verbally.
You got to give credit to the deep fat. You got to give credit to the deep fat fried boys.
Because he loves himself.
Well, they did a whole 24-hour stream talking about Brett Keane. So Gibby has himself as his background because he may have forgotten to pick some place to have a background. So this is the best we got. Dead man, are you excited? We had the Golden Joystick Awards this last week.
Yeah, we did, but we did have a topic that you wanted to earmark so we could come back to this week.
Oh, son of a bitch, I may have forgotten it. I'm not even gonna lie.
I should put a picture of you. Okay, Brandon. Okay. Yeah, you were supposed to read a bunch of comics and other comics to catch up. I even named the show Comic Book Rage Bait.
Damn. Okay, well, I fucked up on that one. That was my bad. No, I didn't read Gambit at all because I have looked into other avenues of what to listen to or what to watch. I did watch the new Dairy show.
Yeah. I haven't totally caught up, but I watched I think up to the last one.
Me and the girlfriend are all caught up. Like we are 100% caught up. We got caught up last night. I will tell you, it has been a fat minute since a horror show has been able to make me feel anxious the entire time I'm watching it.
Definitely.
That's wild because I'm a horror movie connoisseur, right? Like I love my horror shit. I love my scaries. I love my anxiousness. But what Derry did in the first episode by just having the little kid sitting in the car, sure, whatever. You don't appeal my whatever.
Who did you
approve my appeal? Off? I just flipped off TikTok because I just got the thing that says your appeal wasn't approved. Well, this is my content, so if you want to really make me go for it, we'll go for it. But the scene where they were all in the car and they were just spelling and spelling. And spelling. I was like, oh God, please let this end. Let this entire scene stop.
This has to stop.
I hate it all. Please, I'll do anything. And then it just gets worse. Every episode, there is something that just makes you feel anxious as a motherfucker.
You know what it is, and I'm going to be honest with you. And I was sharing this with somebody else. It's the idea that we don't know what's going to happen. We
It
have no
does.
fucking clue. We know who Pennywise is. We know what Derry is. We know the whole context of the Stephen King universe. This, however, is a new story involving an old character with old circumstances, and the kicker is that nobody's safe
No.
from this entity this time around. You know what I mean? Like with the Losers Club, with Beverly and Richie and all those guys, they were safe because they were protected by the Shine, or the Shining, however you want to put it. It's psychic power that exists in all of the Stephen King universes. But they were protected, and they used that against Pennywise, which is why he had such a hard time killing them. But this time around, none of these fucking kids have the Shine. They're all just hamburgers waiting to be devoured.
Oh,
And
I felt so bad for that Lily girl,
that
man.
first episode,
She got fucked up into every episode, especially when
nope, spoilers,
especially when her oh
spoilers.
shit. Yep,
We don't do spoilers here.
Ah, damn it. I forgot we can't do spoilers. All right. Well, she gets fucked over a lot. That I would just
well,
say
the whole
it.
fucking
This whole
there's-
show.
Yeah, there is so many Easter eggs, Stephen King Easter eggs, and I'm not the biggest Stephen King fan, but I'm well fucking versed. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'll fucking tell you, there's a lot of Easter eggs that, ooh, I was like, why would you do that? Like, why? Oh my god, like Juniper Hill. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. And holy fuck, the fact that they put a child in Juniper Hill, I was like, why would you do that? That is such a dark turn to take, even for a Stephen King, show.
I'm gonna have to reverse on that because I don't know nothing about Juniper Hill. Like that one. It. The only two Stephen King things that I have, no, three. Sorry, the only three Stephen King like media I have consumed is Shawshank, Shawshank, It, and The Shining. That's it. Beyond that, I know nothing else about Stephen King.
Well, Misery.
Oh, Misery. Oh, that's right, Stephen King. Yeah. Okay, so Misery as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Annie came out of Juniper Hill.
Ugh.
Yeah. Juniper Hill is what made Annie.
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I did not know that. But
Oh,
like
dude,
I said,
I could spend hours just literally connecting the dots for you, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like the fact that you've seen The Shining, right?
yep.
The guy that's the psychic in Derry,
Mm-hmm.
that's the groundskeeper in The Shining.
No shit. Damn. Yeah, I gotta catch up on my, or at least I don't have. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have like the free time to sit there and read Stephen King novels. I don't.
Once again, this is just like I told my brother, it's a benefit of being old. You know what I mean? Like I grew up with this interconnected universe before there was an interconnected universe, for so many fucking things. Stephen King was one of the first ones to do it. You also have things like the Michael Crichton universe, which so many of his stories interlink in the smallest of ways, but they interlink. So, Jurassic Park interlinks with Bug, interlinks with the Andromeda Strain. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. Also, same thing with like Predator, Aliens, and fucking so many other sci-fi franchises that all link into the same thing, including Terminator, Predator, and Aliens. They all actually exist in the same universe.
No shit, really.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Yeah. It really is the benefit of being old because I didn't know a single thing about that.
I'm telling you, dude. Like,
not a single thing.
like when you have to do research, but I'm just like, I already know it because I already lived it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does. Unfortunately, that one is a killer for me because like you said, you've already lived all this. You've already done all this. You've already seen every little piece of this that you can. And I'm still like, oh, what's it? I didn't know. What do you mean that's connected? What do you mean this is part of this? What do you mean? And here I am, just confused as shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like little weird little things, like the idea that Stephen King wrote like books or movies that you were just like, what the fuck? What do you mean Stephen King wrote that? Like 1408, that was a Stephen King novel. That was one called The Dolphin.
Really?
Yeah. Stephen King is some boomer stuff. He's just fucking old. Yeah, I am just fucking old. But yes, 1408 was a Stephen King one. The Green Mile was also a Stephen King one.
I knew the Green Mile was I knew the Green Mile was one. I knew that
Yeah.
one was. I knew that one was one.
And recently I watched The Long Walk. And I'll tell you, man. That
The Long Walk. What's
The
that?
Long Walk. Yeah. Every couple of years, or I don't remember the timeline, but 50 people are chosen from 50 states to walk until they can't walk anymore. And the last one standing gets their wish granted, whatever it may be, as long as it's reality based. You know what I mean? You can't wish for
Okay.
somebody to come back from the dead, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like a basic wish. It's like a basic wish
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Money,
Okay.
power, position, whatever. And the thing is that there's 50 of these boys from all 50 states, and they have to keep up a pace. In the book, it's 4 miles an hour. In the movie, it's 3 miles an hour, which is way more reasonable. Because when you write stuff at a young age, you don't understand how fast things are until you actually try to do it, and you're like, "Fuck, that's a lot." But the book itself is so fucking bleak. It is dark and it's just so fucking depressing. And I was like, I wonder if they're gonna Gen X this movie up, millennial it up, make it a little quirky, make it a little fun. Nope.
No,
Nope.
why would we make something so bleak and depressing fun? I
Maze Runner,
please it, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
The Hunger Games.
I don't speak on the Hunger Games simply because anytime that I've watched the Hunger Games, I got motion sickness. Like the first one, I don't know who the hell thought, yeah, attach this to a chihuahua and let that thing just run and just fucking all over the goddamn
Yeah.
plate. I was like, I can't. Now, mind you, I was sober when I went and seen the Hunger Games. Like, I was stone cold sober. Not a single thing had entered my system, and I was still fucking. My eyes were not centering with the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of it.
No, I get it. So plus the frame rate that they chose for that one was also really bad.
Ugh.
They were trying to do like ultra HD shit. They chose a frame rate that isn't the usual uh 23.8 frames per second, which is the standard cinema, right? That's
Needs
standard
to be
cinema
in
23.
38K. We need this movie in
Yeah,
38.
they were trying to be like let's put this at like 48 frames per second. I think it was something like that. And
Oh,
you're not the only person that actually gave motion sickness to. This was a common complaint about the movies. They had to
no
re-release.
shit.
Yes, yes. They
Yes.
had to re-release it at the 23.8 or 24 frames per second proper theatrical release because they were trying to do too much with it, and
Good.
it ended up making a lot of people sick. Yeah.
Good. I thought it good. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only pussy in the
No,
the
no, no. It was a
like
common
the
thing. It
audience.
was a common thing, believe it or not. Yeah, but yeah, they zhuzhed up and millennialed up, those stories. So I was like, they're gonna do the same thing for The Long Walk, right? They're not gonna
Yeah.
make this fucking movie so goddamn dystopian and depressing and sad and horrifying. And I was wrong, so fucking wrong. By the end of it, I was like, I need a drink.
I need a
I need
hug.
a drink, a hug, and I need to lie down for about 45 minutes.
All right, dead
Fuck.
man. Dead man. We have a question in the TikTok comments here
What's up?
for the official movieanato that has been in this industry for a while, i.e., you, because I don't know fuck all. What FPS are movies usually at? Ask
23.8.
Afrofish GG. OG.
23.8.
Why? That seems weird. I mean, aren't most things released in 30? Like,
No,
isn't
that is
30
your
the common
games.
ground?
Your games are 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. And that's to feed you information at a faster rate. But 23.8 is the frames per second for all your cinemas.
Oh, okay. That's weird. I thought 30 was the common frame because like I see something now that's in like 15 or 20 and I'm like, oh god, this is killing me.
Yes.
Afrofish OG in the TikTok chat said that's oddly specific. Yes, that's what I'm wondering too. Why it has to be so on the dot? Is it because of the aspect ratio that they have in theaters, or is that just
Because 23.8 frames per second or 24 for rounding up is the comfort level for your eyes. That is how we perceive motion in cinema, and it looks the best to our eyes. If we make it slower, it looks weirder. Like we get more jumps between frames, so our movement looks janky. If we make it too high, then we get motion sickness because our eyes perceive the motion and not the actor or what's going on the screen. So 23.8 is the resolution or the frames per second that is most comfortable to the human eye.
Man, you are getting a lot of comments here because Afrofish OG and he's just, I guess he's just got question about the film industry right now.
Go
So
ahead, please do, please do.
I hope you got your filmmaker's hat on today, dead man.
I'll find one.
You fucked up. See, before I started, you always got to have a hat.
Well,
Always need to have a hat. Does it change from animated versus live action?
Yes, yes, it does.
Isn't that the same as isn't it like the same as a video game to a live action movie, because obviously the 30 frames compared to the 24?
Well, 23.8 is for live action. That's so you and I can perceive each other. With animation, there is something called frame skips, or something that is a very cool shortcut to display action. For instance, if I want to show, like, say, Invincible punching Omni-Man, instead of animating all of the motion from here to here, what I'll do as an animator to not only save time but actually add impact is use the lower frame rate of animation, which is usually 18 to 20 frames per second, and animate just from here to maybe a midpoint and then the final punch. And that way it gives weight and quickness to the hit.
That's so fun. That's cool. I guess I've never noticed it. Like, I've watched videos about people doing like the speed runs of how to do animation, of how to make like impacts feel harder, or running feel more or running feel a little bit more fluid. But to hear that they like skip the whole action, like the whole follow through, and just do bop, bop, and then bop, that's a lot cooler. Because if you don't know, like if you got maybe, I don't know, like a day to kill, if you got maybe a whole, like if you have a day to kill, Saturday, got some funny
Some
fern
time on the hands.
Yeah, you got some time on your hands, some funny fern beside you. Just watch how animations are made, going all the way back from the rubber hose era all the way to now. Just watch how people made that and how animation has changed. It is the coolest thing you will ever watch.
Yeah,
because
you'll see stuff like fanning when you watch old Disney films. Fanning is such an incredible technique, and it's so old school, and it's still used today in some industries. It just isn't as prevalent as it was. And fanning is how you get those super fluid early Disney animations. I'm talking about Bambi and Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. Those fanning animations is that they have pages, right? And on one page I draw the beginning of the action. On the last page I draw the end of the action. Between those two pages I start sketching out and filling in the action between those two, and that's the fluidity that you see in, like, Bambi, believe it or not, is one of the most accomplished pieces of animation you'll ever see in your fucking life. Everything is entirely animated. Every movement, every focus is entirely animated. And they did that by taking the fanning technique. They just fan papers back and forth and fill in manually what's going to be next. The Lion King was one of the last movies from Disney to use that method.
And in all reality, you can kind of see where the quality is dipped too, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because, from Lion King on, it's like, this is not as good as that. That's not as good as this. But now hearing that was the last one that used fanning, that does make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. So yeah, please keep the questions coming. I am a weird font of knowledge, and
it's funny. It's funny to hear. I guess funny isn't the word I want to use. What I want to use is, it's incredible to hear somebody that's actually been in that type of industry that has so much to offer. Like, we had the one conversation, and this, I hate that I've talked to you about this. Like, I full on despise that I have talked to you about lighting in movies.
Yeah.
It irritates the shit out of me, because now whenever I watch something and it's too dark, I'm like, oh, somebody wanted to have that scene lighter. but they argued the fuck out of that in the production room.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
needs to be more dramatic. Cut the light. Cut that light.
Cut that light, cut that light, cut that light. We're just gonna put a slight fill on this character's face. What are we gonna see? Part of their nose, and it's gonna be super dramatic. Just watch.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, are you in the bathroom? Yeah. All right. I'm going to need you to turn that light on, but close the door enough to where we just get a crack of light.
That's it. And light a candle.
another-
Light a candle. Not even the top light. Light a candle. That's all the fill we're using today. Fucking idiots, dude.
Another question from Afrofish OG. The move to 3D seemed to change the game too. Pixar and Shrek, for example. Yeah, the move to 3D animation compared to 2D seems to be taking over a lot of scenes, a lot of movie movement as a whole. Jesus
go.
Christ.
We'll get there.
Thank you. Took us 2 years, but we got there. A lot of people are no longer doing the hand-drawn sort of stuff. That's why whenever you see hand-drawn, you can easily like pick it out compared to if somebody used a program like Blender or just another basic animation
Like
app.
render fog and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The 3D movement was something that was not pioneered, believe it or not, by Pixar, but pioneered way back in the 70s and 80s. The complete move to 3D animation was what a lot of people in the industry at the time considered cost effective, but now we know it's not. Now we know that these guys were using Apple IIs and IBM server ones to do these animations, and at that time it was really cheap to do. It was really easy for these guys to I can't say easy. It was actually extraordinarily difficult for these guys to work with these tools, but these tools were already there, so they were just using what they had, so a large part of the cost was eliminated. They had Apple IIs, they had Apple, threes, and they had IBM server ones, and they had these old workstations. And these guys, because they already had them, they didn't have to upgrade to, newer technology and stuff like that. So at the time, when Pixar and, DreamWorks, the guys that make Shrek and stuff, when they started doing this 3D animation, a large portion of that cost was eliminated. And so that's where everybody thought the industry was going to go, until we started getting more and more advanced and better animation. The biggest leap in animation from Toy Story to where we are now, believe it or not, the midpoint of that is 2 movies, and that is The Incredibles and Monsters, Inc.
Really, Monsters, Inc.?
Yes, Monsters, Inc., believe it or not, was one of the biggest jumps in this technology. And the reason is, believe it or not, Sully's hair, his fur on his arms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old joke that you got to render and animate each and every single hair. The thing is that they were about to do that until they started figuring out physics engines, like particle physics engines and stuff like that, and making Sully covered in fur and hair and moving the way he does and everything else like that. They literally had to develop brand new technology just to animate Sully's hair. And it's the same thing, believe it or not, with The Incredibles. With The Incredibles, Violet's hair, when she's in the water after the plane gets shot down and they're in the water, Violet's hair was one of the most difficult things to animate, including and that one was tied with the grass when with the rest of the scenes in The Incredibles. Those 2 things were so fucking difficult to animate. They had to invent new ways and new methods to animate things just to get those.
Jesus. I have nothing to say that. That has to be the coolest thing I'm going to hear all night. Like I would love to be like, "Oh, that's interesting." But no, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. And you know what you want to here's some comic book rage bait. You want to look at an old fuddy-duddy comic book movie and make fun of it, but this fuddy-duddy comic book movie is responsible for most of your particle physics engines that are running right now. That includes...
Oh, don't tell me it is what I think it is.
That includes Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 5, all of your favorite particle effects come from fucking Spider-Man 2. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were going to tell me it was that Wolverine movie where
Nope.
they had Deadpool with the mouth sewn shut.
No, God, no. X-Men Origin Wolverines. No, no.
Oh, fucking excuse me.
No. It was fucking Spider-Man 2. And the
No
reason,
shit.
Sandman. They couldn't figure out a way to animate Sandman.
Oh, Dead Man, we have a comment here in the TikTok just because it involves BioShock, and I want to see if this
Sure,
is
go
true or
ahead.
not. Since you know that thing better than you know your own first and last name and social security number, Afrofish OG in the comment section said, in BioShock they had dedicated people strictly for the water physics alone.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, so that's not just bullshit.
No, that is completely true. They had a team working on every bit of physics that was supposed to make the environment look more alive. And yes, one of the biggest ones was the water. The water physics was one of the most difficult things to nail down as a next gen game. But yeah, going back to it, yeah, they couldn't figure out a way to animate Sandman, so they literally developed brand new particle physics engines just to animate a comic book character.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Well, and what's cool is that I so like what other games I could think like, okay, they don't have a whole dedicated team because, there's only a couple scenes here and there that have water. No, that whole game is set underwater, so you needed a whole dedicated team with how many times that the walls burst and you just got water pouring in, or those couple aisleways that you're standing and waiting water.
No,
Oh,
and
fuck that
on
game.
top of that, your interaction with water. Remember, you can zap them while they're standing
Oh
in
yeah.
water. So that means that the particle physics have to recognize when there's an object in the water itself, then interact with your powers and interact with the object. So it's literally four different engines running at the same time. And yeah, it was running just for that, just so you could zap a splicer that was standing in water.
Deadman, would you like to hear some Gibby lore real quick?
Sure.
The achievement you get for zapping a splicer in water was the first achievement I had ever gotten in my entire gaming career. I don't want to say career,
Career.
like my entire time gaming. Zapping that splicer in the puddle of water was the very first achievement that I have ever had on my own account. That was the first ever one. And I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" Because I didn't know what achievements
That
were. This was
bink.
my
Yeah.
first. Yeah, this was my first Xbox 360 that I had gotten. So I seen the achievement and I was like, "Oh, what is that? Is that a goal? Are those goals for this?" Then I see, when did this game come out? Like 2008, 2009.
I think earlier than that.
I had to be. Wasn't very. I know I wasn't very old when it came out, but yeah. What? Oh, I hear the keyboards clicking. That means he's looking. But yeah, after that, I looked up what achievements were, and that just started my long list of wanting to platinum every game that I had. And then I realized how much time that would take, and I was like, you know what? I don't. That's fine.
2007.
2000. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So,
You were
yeah.
close. You were close. Yeah, you were really
I was
close.
close. Yeah, I was close with that. But yeah, I seen that.
The only here's a fun fact, and I'll let you get back to it. The only person that has one more achievement than me in Bioshock is Lofus, a former co-host of the show.
Really.
Yeah, he's the only one that has one more achievement than me. I have every other achievement. He has one I don't.
Afrofish in the TikTok said, I accidentally shocked two big daddies at once. Scariest moment ever. You're trying to fight two gigantuan monsters. You have better been so stocked up that it makes
Oh,
Rambo look like he has a pea shooter.
I remember being those being some of my first like YouTube searches. You know how the fuck to kill a big daddy. And then you pick up the helium tank and you throw it at him, and then you gotta have this gun with this attached. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna take him on, see what happens.
I'm just gonna fight him, hope for the best. And then you
Yeah,
just got
that's
your little
pretty much
pistol,
it.
and it's just plop. Did it kill him? Nope. All right. Well, that was about my most. I do like how it handles a morality system in that game. Like
In Adam.
most morality systems are just like, make a choice here, make a choice there. You're either a good guy or a bad guy. Oh no, BioShock was like, do you want to kill this little girl or do you want to save her?
It's gonna affect you. You know what I mean?
It's gonna leave a lasting impression on your brain. That's all I gotta say.
That's not Big Daddy. That's Big Papa. Says one. I like it when you call me Big Papa.
Throw your drills in the air. Those
Mustard
things are
says
fucking.
fire and armor piercing rounds. That was one way to do it. Yeah. There's
That was
there's
one way
there's
to do it.
several ways to do it.
Or just stock up on so much ammo that
Oh,
you can't carry
no matter
anymore.
how creepy they look, I don't know. I think they look wonderful. I actually have or had, I don't remember where it is, a drawing that I did of the last stand of Mr. Bubbles, and it's a drawing I have somewhere.
Mr. Bubbles.
I saved them. Yeah, you're a better person than most. I'm not gonna lie. I almost every gamer I had seen at the time with
Took
the
the
little
atom.
girl
They
took
took
the
the atom.
atom, just ripped it right out of him, and I was like, oh wow. And then you
Yeah.
come to find out that there's three different endings, the good, the bad, and the invasion endings, and I was like, oh, they're getting the bad ending.
Wait, the invasion ending. Which one is? I knew
Yeah.
about the good one and the bad one.
Well, there's the third one.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to look them up because I don't
Yeah,
remember the invasion one. I remember the good, the bad. The good is you end up in a hospital bed and all the little girls live like full healthy lives,
yeah.
and then
You
you're
see
on your
the
deathbed and they're like, "Oh, you saved us." And the bad one, obviously, they're all just
yeah,
terrified of you.
and then there's the invasion one. Yeah, you'll have to see. You'll have to see. But yeah, you're like, I remember like the people that had to like restart the game after learning that there's a morality system to the whole thing and how Snow treats you and everything. And they're like, you fucking kill him. Say, bitch, you turned them into this. You're
I'm
fucking judging me.
now, now you need to pull like a Omni Man sort of way, like I'm doing this for their benefit.
Yeah, no shit though. Fucking, it's horrifying, dude. Like when she's like, you're harvesting them. You turned them into this. Shut up,
You
bitch.
you made them wild. You made them into something. I
Yeah.
was the moral one here and saved them. Okay, I
Some
saved them.
serious Omni Man shit. You know what I mean?
All right,
This
then,
hurts
man.
me more than it hurts you. That's
Uh,
dark. Oh my god.
Afrofish said, "How the fuck does nobody know about the morality system? It's obvious. Well, because most games around that time didn't have such a strong, like, had such a hidden morality system. Unfortunately, most games around that time were very black and white. We're like, you can do this, it's good. You can do this, that's bad. But BioShock was like, you can do this. This is your choice, but we're not going to let you know how it affects how it affects the world around you."
If you want a clear delineation of like the morality system in BioShock versus the morality system in most games, all you have to do is look at BioShock versus something like Fable or Red Dead Redemption. There is a clear marker in Fable and Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Revolver, whichever one you want to compare to
Oh
at the
God,
time.
Red Dead Revolver. That
But there is a clear indicator of where your moral stance is. You know what I mean? In Fable 1, Fable 2, and Fable 3, there's once again a nice indication of like where your stance is with the world. With BioShock, it wanted you to experience the consequences of your actions. So they didn't give you this very clear dial of morality. And that to me was one of the more intriguing parts of the game. It's the reason I bought a 360.
seriously?
No bullshit.
Oh, huh. Mine was for Dead Rising. I just
Dead
wanted, I
Rising.
just Dead Rise. Yeah, Dead Rising was the reason that I got an Xbox 360 because I mean, I get to kill zombies in a mall. What more? Like, I am a simple creature when it comes to video games. Like,
Very Dawn of the Dead.
oh yeah, oh that's exactly what I wanted. I love me zombie stuff, and I think that's why Zom 100 is my favorite manga series. Like, it clawed its way into my top 10.
Zombie
'Cause
Shark.
it was zombie. That zombie shark scene was, I don't know how to feel about that one.
I
That one
loved it.
still that
I
one still
loved
irked
it.
me to my core for some reason. I'm like, I understand. I get it. He ate the zombies and now their legs are all poking out of it. And it's just we
Well,
could
it's
have done
also a zombie shark. The shark was also a zombie.
it. Yeah, I have nothing more to argue on that one. Yeah, you caught me on that.
It's it's the stupidest fucking thing, but it's awesome.
It was nice to see a zombie story actually having positive moments. Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
obviously, people still died because zombies. You can't have people living, but it was nice to see a zombie show that actually made it seem like you could still do something in this world. You don't have to be in fear,
yeah. Well, I
like
mean,
The
you still
Walking.
do, but
Well,
just not as
well, not
much.
as bad.
Mine
Be-
was for Halo, Gears of War, and Guitar Hero 3. Yeah, we all have our reasons for going to next gen. Mine happened to be Bioshock, but
yeah,
that's lore.
mine was Dead Rising. Afrofish in the TikTok said mine was Call of Duty World at War.
Ah, nice. Yes.
Yes. Everybody remembers the first game they get for a certain console, and it
Yeah.
sticks with them throughout their entire life. We'll go a little bit older here because my first actual home console was a PlayStation 2. And the first game I ever got for the PlayStation 2, and it is still one of my top favorites, and I will fight Naughty Dog until the day I die because they have not touched this IP in fucking years. And the last one that they touched of it was not even them doing it. It was another company, and it was so shit, is Jack and Dexter.
Oh, Jack and Dexter.
Jack and
Yeah.
Dexter. I'm so pissed because the last one was the last Jack and Dexter game they made was Jack and Dexter: The Lost Frontier.
Mm.
Oh, that thing was so ugly. The story made no sense. And,
Well,
and it, they set it in the sky. And I'm like, why? Why?
they they sold the rights for that a long time ago. I don't actually don't even think they sold the rights. I think they lost the rights to that. So that's a whole thing in and of itself. I thought you were going to say Bully. I was like, you do know there's a Bully remake coming out soon, right?
No, I don't ride the bully dick like everybody else does. It was
Yeah, I don't
fun.
either.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun game when I was like 14, and now that I'm looking down the barrel of 30, I'm like, oh, okay, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I get the appeal, but I don't know. I wasn't really trying to be Mr. Captain Save a Ho back in high school, and then I'm not trying to do that in a video game either.
I mean, like one of the more interesting not call it. I know, I lost the whole fucking thing now.
All right, cool. So let's move on to the golden joystick because a lot of people are quite upset about Claire Expedition 33 getting as many nominations as it did. A lot of people say, "Oh, if you liked Expedition 33, you don't know what real JRPGs are." And it's like that's a very niche, like it's a very niche genre of video game to get into, especially if you don't like turn-based combat. That's one that'll like if you aren't into turn-based, which is weird because I've seen Pokemon fans say that, and I'm like, you that's in the same vein, right? The only difference is it's monsters compared to people.
Well, I got all the winners pulled up here, so let's talk about it.
All right, what's the first one?
The best audio design goes to Ghost of Yotai, and honestly, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
No, no. Well, it's a big dog fighting against other small fighters because there wasn't a lot of big console releases that I heard of, like console specific ones. Here, let me actually want to. I gotta pull up a whole new
Yeah, I
tab.
fucking hate turn-based games, but I have a Pokemon sleeve to me. Yeah, it's a very big contradiction there, Mustard. Best audio design, Ghost of Yotai went up against Battlefield 6, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding 2, Two Point Museum, and Chronos: The New Dawn. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, dude. Ghost of Yotai hands down deserves that one.
Real, I didn't play Ghost of Yotai, so like any shit I talk about that is completely null and void because
Just off the cuff.
yeah, it's just off the cuff because I played Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played that one, and I'm like, I got one of these. I got one of these in me. Not gonna do it again
it's
because
a
I
lot.
won. Yeah, I 100%ed the Ghost of Tsushima, and I was like, never again. Then I heard there was a second one. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. I wasted so
So,
much time.
best early access game is Repo. You know what? I barely played this game for the first time not too long ago, and I'm gonna. It's a lot of fun. It's with your friends. It's fun. But they went up against Grounded 2, Schedule 1, Nine Kings, Skate, and White Knuckle. The only one that I can really see them going toe to toe with would be Schedule 1.
Really, Schedule One? I would think Schedule One would get more, but I mean, I see more streamers playing Repo consistently more than I see people actually playing Schedule One. And I've heard that the guy who made the game does very inconsistent updates, so I know that's a lot of people's killer.
Oh, for Schedule 1? Well,
Yeah, for Schedule 1.
huge lawsuit happened with them, and they're still not out of the woods from it. So,
Which is funny. I remember when Schedule One came out and the drug dealer simulator tried saying that, oh, they took everything, and those two games got review bombed on Steam.
yeah.
Like I was like, it can't be that bad, but no. Both of those games went from positive, like mostly positive, to just mostly negative. I was
Yeah,
like,
because they ruined the fun for gamers. They did. With their bullshit, they ruined the fun for gamers. Best game adaptation: Arcane Season 2. I don't know. I got nothing to really add to that one.
the only other one that was up there was what, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell.
Let me see. I don't know why they didn't list this also.
Yeah, they have it all fucked up the way they announced.
They really
that was
do.
that was my fault with how I put it in there because they.
No, it's not your fault. Let's see. Best game adaptation also went up against Devil May Cry, The Last of Us Season 2, a Minecraft movie, Secret Level, and Sonic 3. The only one I can honestly say that should have boxed it out would be Secret Level.
I wouldn't say Secret Level because that wasn't like a pure one thing adaptation. It was multiple, so they had multiple pools to pull from.
I can see that.
Whereas we had the other ones where we had Minecraft and Sonic, which were
And The
singular
Last of
IPs.
Us.
I'm
And
sorry, people meme the hell out of the Last of Us 2, so I don't see that one winning at all.
I'm so tired of hating and defending that game. Like
it's
and
you
hating
can't
and
defend
defending
that.
the show.
Yeah, you can't defend that anymore.
I
After
can.
that,
I'm just tired of doing it.
after like the fifth remaster, I was like, okay, guys.
No, after the fifth fucking argument where it's the same bullshit over and over again, I'm just like, you know what? Okay, fine.
They made it woke, dead man. They made it woke.
Best game expansion: Lies of P Overture. Yeah,
I give it to
easy.
him. Yeah, I give
Best
it to
game
him.
trailer goes to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Jesus Christ, sure. Sure.
That one went up
I-
against Battlefield 6, Rhythm Doctor, The Expanse, Romeo's a Dead Man, and Kingdom Come.
Unfortunately, that was going to be another one because I don't see Grand Theft Auto 6 having a lot of being put. Unfortunately, not being in a lot of them, so the fanboys don't exactly have a dick to tickle on that. So
Best
like, oh,
gaming and
this is the one time that we can have Grand Theft Auto 6 win an award.
pretty much.
Fucking nerds.
Best gaming hardware was an AMD, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Best indie
What the-
game is Blueprints.
Ooh, speaking of best indie game, let's bring this up real quick. Mega Bonk was in there. It was in the running for best indie game, but the guy who made it pulled out at like the 2 days before the awards were actually happening.
Yep.
Like before people could vote for him. And now there's been a speculation that this guy's been making games for a long time.
Yes.
And this is another one that got majorly noticed. But he will not admit it, and it's the funniest thing ever because all of the comments on X when he made that post were like, "We know it's you, but we appreciate you giving a chance for the other guys." I mean, honestly, kudos on him. Like that's a developer.
He's a
that's like,
solid dude, and he's fucking hilarious. Have you seen
Yeah.
Have you seen the Megabonk TikTok account?
yes, I have. I
It's
love it.
so goddamn funny, dude.
You got to give it to the guy because he was like, "Look, this ain't the first game I've ever made. I should not be classified as an indie artist.
Yeah,
I'm not
gonna participate in this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sweep it out when there's other people that have done a hell of a lot more work."
So then we got Citizen Sleeper 2, Wanderstop, Skin Deep, Despolate, Hurtling, Abiotic Factor or Abiotic, I don't know. Baby Steps, Caves of Cud, and Deep Rock Galactic.
Baby Steps was put in there. Ew.
I know one
Ew.
of these fucking things.
Ew, babe. Why would you put Baby Steps in there?
I
That
don't
was
fucking know.
such a weird ass game that they tried to do with
Moving on
that.
past that one. That one was weird. Let's see. Best indie game self-published is Hollow Knight.
I knew that one was going to win one. I knew that one at least had a shoe in for something because they came out and people were waiting for it for years. So as soon as they seen something, that's why
Yeah.
we get later on. I will be more surprised at the
Hansa.
calling, but for or for Silk Song to win something, I think it deserves it.
It went up
It was a
against
solid
Hades
game.
2, Sword of the Sea, Peak, Keep Driving, Spilled, Lonely Mountains, Deltarune, Promise Mascot Agency, and Consume Me.
The only one that had competition was Hades 2.
No.
That's the only one that had competition in that category.
Hades 2 and Peak. Peak really did spike up in popularity.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I couldn't tell you. I didn't play Peak.
Best
I
lead
don't.
performer, Jennifer English. I'm not familiar with them, but I know the name.
That one's new to me. I don't know anything about that.
Why did they not? Hold on a sec. Yeah, here we go.
Speak,
Jennifer
we're on the
English
pod.
is male and Claire Obscure. Oh, Expedition 33. That's why. That's why I know the name. They went up against Troy Baker, Indiana Jones, which surprisingly enough does a fantastic fucking Harrison Ford. Tom McKay in Deliverance or Henry in Kingdom Come, Alex Jordan in The Altars, Erika Ishii from Ghost of Yotei, and Adrian Ray in South of Midnight, which is an
And
excellent game.
and this was in what category?
Best lead performer.
Best lead performer. Ah man, I wonder which lead performer they were talking about. If they were talking about
Yes.
Gustav in Act 1. Is that who?
No, Claire in Claire Obscure.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, yeah. Who won? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, she won. Jennifer English. I would have liked to have seen Troy Baker win. He deserves it. That dude works really hard, and yeah, he recorded dialogue so close to Harrison Ford that when they presented the indie game, the Indiana Jones game to Harrison Ford for review and stuff like that, he thought he had recorded those lines. He was like, "I don't remember doing this," and they were like, "That's
I don't remember
not
doing
you.
this
That's
shit."
Joel. That's Troy. That's Troy Baker." And he was like, "Holy shit, this guy's got it." So that to me is a little behind the scenes that should have lent a little bit more credence. But Expedition 33, whatever, they swept this year.
Oh, as as they should have. They deserved it, as they should have.
Best multiplayer game, Peak. Yeah, I
Sure.
don't think so. I don't think so. Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Split Faction, Mario Kart World, and Rematch. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
it
not a lot of competition.
wasn't a very hard fight this year, was it?
Against Battlefield 6. Okay, I don't know about that
Well,
one.
I think people are so burnt out
I
from
think so,
like
yeah.
like Call of Duty and stuff like that when Battlefield
FPSs.
came out, yeah, they're just like, ugh.
Best remake remaster, Elder Scrolls 4.
What are the other contestants first?
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking.
I was about to say, what are the other contestants before I say what I got to say?
They shouldn't have won.
What was up there?
Metal Gear Solid Delta, Trailers in the Sky, The Talos Principle, Gears of War Reloaded, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
No, it should have earned it. It got it. I feel like it deserved the win it got. If
No.
that's what it's up against, yes. Well, okay, what one would you have picked?
Metal Gear.
No. Ew. No. Why would you have Metal Gear when you have Oblivion that obviously has a the more I think about it, I'm not a Metal Gear person. I think those games are boring. I don't like stealth games. So like
Yeah,
I think Oblivion earned its spot very justly.
I agree. Mustard Battlefield 6 should have won. I also agree with Gibby in the fact that I think a lot of people are on FPS burnout right now.
Oh, so hard. So hard. That FPS burnout is fucking killer.
Yeah,
Especially
no.
when the only competition that's been out there is Call of Duty. Those are the only two major FPSs that are out nowadays that people can easily access.
Yeah, no, sorry. Metal Gear Delta. No,
Sure, buddy.
and I'll tell you why. The jump from PlayStation 2, not only graphics, gameplay, controls, handling, to what it is now is fucking night and day. It's way more polarizing than that. It's midnight and noon. You know what I mean? Like it's so fucking much. They improved so much, and for Elder Scrolls, the master of remakes. Nah, that should have gone to Metal Gear Delta.
Just wait till New Vegas and 3 get released. They'll both get that category, and you're going to watch such a war happen in the Fallout community to see which one of those them are going to be able to hit that top remaster category.
Wow. Mustard says the only people who don't like FPSs suck at them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I love FPS. That's why I'm so upset that I didn't see Doom in any of the categories.
Best soundtrack, Expedition 33. Best storytelling, Expedition 33. Yeah, their competition on that one sucked.
What was their competition on?
Silent Hill, Blueprints, Mafia, Old Country, Lost Records, and The 100 Line.
I've not heard about any of those.
Yeah,
have not heard of any of those. And I think when it comes to music, Expedition 33 knocked it out of the park, and they definitely deserve the award they got, because the soundtrack to that game is, especially when you go to fight a mime, and the song that plays during that is beautiful.
Best supporting performer also goes to Expedition 33.
Get that broom, boys. Get that broom. They're sweeping the competition on this.
They went up against Troy Baker, Jim High, Lucy Griffiths, Logan Cunningham, and Marios Gavrilis.
Sure. I don't know who any of those people are, but sure.
Yeah. Well, Troy Baker. Troy
Baker. Troy Baker, I know. The rest of them, I got nothing.
Soundtrack, Expedition 33. Let's see. Yeah, visual design goes to Expedition 33.
You know, that motherfucker had to be so sick of getting up and down the entire time.
But its competition, once again, it's just not a lot. Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, The Midnight Walk, Sword of the Sea, and Assassin's Creed.
Ew. Do you think anybody was going to vote for us? Do you think anybody was going to vote for Assassin's Creed?
One person did. I guarantee it.
That lonely motherfucker that's like, I will be the one that saves it all. I will be the tipping vote in this entire category.
I will be the no. Oh my god.
Expedition 33 it's swept this year, and I'm happy about it. I am so happy that Expedition 33 got the love it did, because it was such a breath of fresh air in like the turn-based combat area. So seeing that it is winning all these awards and getting recognized for what it is, I will take it over the usual shit. I will take it.
Breakthrough is Schedule 1, but I'm not seeing any of its competition, so I don't see anything else that was nominated, so just moving on from that one, I guess. Console Game of the Year is Ghost of Yotei. Again, not seeing its competition. Hold on.
Well, like I said, when it comes to console games, there wasn't really a lot that was.
Oh, here we go.
That's.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, Monster Hunter Wilds, Death Stranding 2, Sonic Racing, and Mario Kart. The only one I can kind of see going toe-to-toe with it would be Monster Hunter, but that one burned out so fast.
The only other one that I could see having competition, well, actually two, is not Monster Hunter, because it grew, it fucking lit up fast and died fast in the same sentence. Mine would be Death Stranding and Donkey Kong. Those are the two that I would see have a little bit more of a competition, or a little bit more dog in that fight. Because I mean, Death Stranding 2, I don't know. It just looked like a walking simulator to me, so I wasn't too intrigued by it. And then Donkey Kong, my favorite platformer is Donkey Kong 64. So seeing a new Donkey Kong game, I was excited.
Yeah, it says here Critics' Choice. Again, I don't see anything else. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Most Wanted Game.
I swear to God, if Grand Theft Auto 6 wins this, I'm going to lose my shit.
I saw the list. Hang on. It's a lot. Here we go.
All right.
Monster Hunter was dog. I mean, it started off swinging heavy, dude, and then it died just as fast. I have no idea what the fuck happened with it. So, most wanted game. The winner. Yeah,
Grand Theft Auto
Grand
6.
Theft Auto 6.
Of course. Well, I hope
Going
you
up
guys
against.
hope you guys are still going to be waiting in 2028.
Yeah, going up against some decent hitters. Let's see. Resident Evil Requiem.
Ooh, okay. Heavy hit
hitter.
right off the bat.
The Witcher 4. Also
Well,
a heavy hitter.
Well,
I don't give
Resident
a-
Evil
I don't
actually has a
give-
release date.
Well, yeah, well, The Witcher 4, you know. Black Myth Zonkoi, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight,
Son of a
007
bitch.
First Light Exodus, Subnautica 2, Light No Fire, The Expanse, Intergalactic, Saros, The Blood of Dawnwalker, which was announced in like 2016, Crimson Desert, Kingdom Hearts 4. No,
We haven't
let
even
it
got
die.
that for real.
I love
After
that
3,
fucking,
let it die.
let the fucking thing die. There's too many expansions and everything. Marvel's Wolverine.
Sure, I guess.
I've seen
If
some
you
stuff
were-
about it. It's one of those things. Hell Let Loose Vietnam.
Eh,
OD
Okay.
Knock. Onimusha Way of the Sword. That's a heavy hitter.
Okay. All right. I'm for that. I'm glad that got its
And
spot.
Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy.
Nothing on that. There's a couple of them I know. I just wish Grand Theft Auto 6 didn't win that because until, and I'm going to say this now, and I've said this before, until they stop putting money into Grand Theft Auto Online, they stop putting content into that. The moment that dies, and I need all of you Grand Theft Auto like fanboys to see this. Once Grand Theft Auto Online dies and it is a dead server, that's when you will see 6 starting to be pushed out more. That's when you will see an actual release date be placed because they are still milking that online cow so much that they see no reason to release 6.
Yeah, no, it's already too much. PC Game of the Year, Hollow Knight. Yeah, I'm not even going to go into it. Yeah, still playing mobile. Pokemon Go is still going. Still playing.
It's
PC
still
and
strong?
Console. Yeah,
Holy
Minecraft.
shit.
Streamer's Choice Peak. I don't think any fucking streamer should get any goddamn say.
I don't. No, I don't care what any streamer has to say. It
I don't give a
says the
fuck.
says the two people that are streaming right now.
No. We are a podcast. We discuss our opinions. We are not streamers who try to influence the industry.
No.
Our opinions
Fuck
mean
no.
fuck all. We
do-
mean nothing in the grand scheme. We're here to make you laugh and talk about bullshit. We're not here trying to be like, hey guys, I just got this fucking game for free plus a couple $1,000. You guys should go play it right fucking now.
Yeah, when the awards come up. Hey, hold on. Fuck. Okay, when the gaming awards come up. Oh god, it's taking. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, the Cheetos finally went down. Okay.
My God.
Now, when your game awards come up, I need you guys to vote for this and only this. Okay.
Yeah.
I would send everyone. We'll raid the voting and make it choose that. Oh god, that fat voice hurts my throat so much.
You sound like Steven Seagal.
Kung fu in the chair.
Yeah.
God damn, I
Take
still
that.
take that. You don't make him move a lot. If we make him move a lot, he bitches the entire time.
If we make a move a lot, he sues us. Studio this year, Sandfall Interactive. I'm not too familiar with them, so
I don't know what they made, but sure, kudos to
But
them.
they went against Team Cherry, Aggro Crab, Blooper,
Ooh, they went
Slow
against Team
Clap,
Cherry?
and Rebellion.
Okay,
So
okay, Bloomberg and Team Cherry. Those are some pretty heavy. Those are some
Bloomberg?
pretty heavy. Yeah, those are some pretty heavy hitters. So yeah. Okay, you definitely earned your spot if you can come out against them.
and of course, Ultimate Game of the Year.
Oh, take a while. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think won Game of the Year this year? Huh? What
Expedition
game?
33.
Oh man, you love to see it. You love
Against
to
Blueprints,
see
Death
it.
Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Peak, Silent Hill, F, and Split Faction.
I think the only ones that it really had a chance,
Competition.
yeah, that it only had competition with was Hollow Knight, and Donkey Kong.
Death
Those
Stranding 2, Hollow Knight, and Ghost
mm,
of Yotai, I think, were the
mm,
strongest competition.
I'm Death Stranding 2 is such a it's such a I'm smarter than you and I'm playing that game because I'm smarter than you.
It really is, though.
It's the Rick and
It
Morty of
is.
video games.
Oh, that one hurts.
It, well, anytime you put out criticism about Death Stranding, where you're just like it's just a walking simulator where you're delivering mail and carrying a baby, people are like,
And
oh,
your
you don't,
mom's the president, and I don't know,
yeah,
it's all sorts of
you
weird
don't,
shit.
you don't understand the complexities of this game. You don't understand the story. No, I don't, because I want to enjoy my time. If I wanted to walk, I'd just go outside. I'd do a fucking trail half a
Yeah,
mile from my house.
yeah. If I wanted a walking simulator, I'd choose one more fun than this.
If I, for real, like if I wanted a walking simulator, I would play Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong
No.
with. Yeah, exactly. Resident Evil 7 was a walking simulator with some gunplay.
Yeah.
Some gunplay.
But, once again, our opinions don't mean shit, and it's whatever. There's a game called Ill that I can't wait for it to come out. Ah, my God. Well, they announced it 4 years ago. We're still fucking waiting.
I wish game companies would stop doing that. Stop announcing games that aren't even close to being released.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate that. In 6 years, you're going to love this game.
In 6 years, I'm going to forget it existed, and I've already blasted through 300 other titles while that time frame happened. I understand
yeah.
why they do it, because they want to build up hype and they want to get more attention to the company from what's the word I want to use,
Biohazard. That
from
game was a
support.
horror game through and through. Ah, well, I get I get what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, if it ever comes out, awesome. I think my curse of that was Duke Nukem Forever. Yeah, my curse of that was Duke Nukem Forever, because that got announced. We seen gameplay and then didn't hear a fucking thing.
For
Didn't
years.
for
12
years.
years.
Yeah, 12 years, and then it finally got released, and we got whatever the fuck that was.
It was awesome. I loved it. But I'm a Duke Nukem diehard.
I'm a Duke Nukem fan, but I don't know, something about that just didn't seem very Duke Nukem.
I loved it.
I mean, I could say the same thing about System Shock. Like, I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay to love shitty games. All right. It's okay to love shitty games, and that was a shitty game. I'm not gonna say it was good. I'm not gonna say it even fucking got near the moniker of good. It was shit. It sucked, but I loved it.
Well, I did. I mean, you're talking to somebody that's a Splatterhouse fan, so like,
Yeah.
so we all do love our shitty game. I want that game to get remastered or gets to something new. I just want new Splatterhouse stuff. I don't care what it is. I know.
I have two games that I want remastered, and neither one of them will get remastered ever.
Which one? What are those?
Def Jam Fight for New York,
Never. They won't touch that. That thing is cursed for some reason.
and it's the best fighting game in history. Mark my fucking words.
No.
And the second one, Manhunt.
Never. They are not touching that with a 50-foot pole. I would love it. I would love it. I would love a remaster of Manhunt, because I just played the first one the other day. I was replaying that and I'm like, man, I want more of this. But then I play it and I'm like, I will never see this in high def. Never.
I want more of this. Played it. I will never get more of this.
Unfortunately, I know why, because like the first garbage bag just.
Oh my god! And then when you charge it up to the full power of the garbage bag, that's my favorite one, dude. That's my favorite one.
It's a fun game, and I wish we got more. If we're gonna go into games we want remasters and remakes of, I would love a remaster of Blitz the League, which basically Blitz the League, for those of you that don't know, because it seems like whenever I bring this up, people are like, well, what's that podcast? What's that, Gibby? I've
And then, of course, his internet.
never heard of that.
There we go.
Blitz the League, football game where you can injure people. Yeah, Blitz the League is a football game where you can injure people and then see the injuries as they happen. Like you bust somebody's groin, you see their nut just go like explode.
What was the NBA Jam version of that?
That was backyard. That was NFL backyard football.
Something like that, right? Backyard Blitz or something like that.
Yes, yeah. Backyard Blitz, where you literally just played in somebody's backyard. That was the whole point of the game. It's fun. If you can find a legal way to play that, please do. It is fun. There are a lot of sports games from back in the day that are extremely fun to play, and they're not really putting a lot of time and effort. You just got to kind of know the basic rules of football.
Yeah, they're not like simulations where you have to know a dime defense and stuff like that. No, it's like you pick the dude, you throw the ball, and you hit people. It's a lot of fun.
Do a blitz, do a Hail Mary. You know how it goes.
Yeah, back when sports teams didn't take sports games didn't take themselves so fucking seriously. NBA Jam was the shit. I remember playing that fucking game for hours.
Clinton could play
the big head. You make a certain amount of points in the road, you're on fire. So the next time you dunk, the ball's on fire, and then the net burns up. Stupid shit like that I absolutely love.
I think the problem is a lot of video games want to take themselves too seriously. They want to be the next big thing instead of just making a fun game.
Yeah,
just want to make something fun. I don't think I sent this to you. The old creator of Fallout went on an interview and said, I think the major problem with video games nowadays is everybody wants to do everything all at once. They don't just want to have a single focal point in that entire thing. They want their video games to be everything that a video game can be. And it's like, that's not wrong. Because you look at a lot of them and they try to do a bunch. They try to have RPG elements. They try to have open world. They try to have exploration. They try to have collectibles. They try to have a dire story instead of just being like, hey, we have a guy. He fights evil. He wins in the end. That 3-point system. That's all
I think that's one of the reasons we can't have a John Wick game.
Because it's Max Payne. It's Max Payne without the drug addiction. That's all it is.
You're not wrong. But
that's what it is. It's Max Payne without the drug addiction. That's all John Wick is.
We'll see. Apparently, there is a AAA title in the works. I'm curious. I'm curious.
There's a AAA title in the fucking works.
But we are out of time for today. We will get to the comic books next week. Today's title for the show was Gibby's fault. Because he wanted to lock in this week and then come at me with comic book facts for this show, and instead he's caught jacking off to Expedition 33 like everyone else.
With firmly in my hand, Bubba, firmly in my hand.
So let's get out of here. Do the sign off, Gibby.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a little different than our normal sign-off because you know what got released this week? A new episode of Persona Mortis. And if you don't know what Persona Mortis is because you've been under a fucking rock for the last 2 years, Persona Mortis is the brain love child of me, Deadman, and Danny over at Dark Charm Media, where not only did I write, but also voiced one of the main characters. That is released over on Dark Charm Media. And if that tickles your fancy and you want to hear more from the boys, if you want to hear more, you threw me right off my, you ruined my groove. If you like what you hear from Persona Mortis, please go listen to the rest of Dark Charm Media with overarching stories, nice little short one-shots for you and the family to sit down and digest in a whole afternoon if you want to. Now, we have a link tree. If you want to find all the places where you can stalk us, please go to that. Go see it. If you want to hear Dark Charm Media, go to any podcasting platform that you listen to your stuff on. And I think that's it. I think that's really it. That's all I got to say. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been VT Network. Thank you, everybody who joined. Thank you for those on TikTok. Thank you for those on Twitch. Thank you for those on Kick. And thank you for those on YouTube. We appreciate everybody being here, whether you were here for 1 minute, 10 minutes, or the entire thing, we appreciate you being here and giving us your time on a Sunday night. We know you guys got stuff to do to prepare for the week coming up, but we appreciate you spending a good hour and 15 minutes with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a great night. And as always, please, for the love of God, it's getting colder. We know this. It's dipping into the 20s and 30s, but you still stink, okay? You're still out working. You're still out doing your thing. So please, for the love of God, before you step out of the house and venture into the general public, keep your balls clean.